I'm putting it here to use, if you guys can see that. It's working very well. Fact. Today we're going to take a look at a small desk humidifier, and this is great for those that are suffering from issues on dryness of your nose, or maybe are sick, or maybe you want to spread some love and put some special smells all over your house. This is one way you can do it. Not only does it act as a humidifier, but it actually acts as an LED light, a night light, and a daylight. It's a soothing light. We're going to take a look at it and see what you get when you get something like this. So let's go ahead and open it up. But before I start, I want to let you guys know the vendor was kind enough to send this out for us to review. So let's take a look at it and see what we get. All right, let's take a look at the actual item itself. You guys know there is a button. This is the actual power itself. They give you 2 filters, all right? These are very important because they actually drain the water through here. The actual water, they retain the water to heat up so it can steam up, right? They give you this top filter to also instructions how to use it. The actual power source that you're going to require, because it does not retain any batteries. It needs the actual system to be connected. Now, let's talk about some important things. Like, you could put any kind of therapy perfumes. I would recommend you read the book to see what kind of perfumes you could add, or medicines in here to the top. Now, very important, you need to remove this too. And this is where the actual ring of the filter goes in there, right? So this is removable. Let's remove it, twist it. It's a twist version, right? Go. So we removed it. If you guys can see, this is also replaceable. Here's the filter. I would say once a year, maybe replace it if you see molding or something, because it's moisture. If you're not drying this up, it's going to actually create more some fungus or something. So make sure you replace the actual rings. And also there's another filter in the center. So let's go ahead and cover this up back in here. And it's a knob, it's a twist version, right? So let's go ahead and close it out. Now let's open it up. And then here in the back of it, it has a lock and an unlock, right? So we're going to unlock it, take it out. And this is where you actually retain the water. You have to make sure that you go over a certain amount of water. Make sure you read the instructions. Don't overflow it, right? So we are going to test it out. And the bottom is very important. There's another filter in here, but this one has a spring. Do not lose the spring. I'm going to open it up so you guys can see it. There's the filter that they give you. And then they give you an extra filter. Here it is. And this one has a spring, if you guys know there's a spring. And it comes out. Be careful, don't lose it, because it kind of needs it to balance itself when it dips itself to the water, right? So, all right, by holding on the button, it turned on right now. If you guys notice, we're going to try to see if we can change another light. We're going to holding on a button, it changes the light again. I like that one. That's a UV light. It's very soothing, very calm. And of course, we're going to keep changing it. Look at that. It's good. This is actually changing to different colors, if you guys can see that. Let me turn off the rest of the lights. Just the soothing of the lights, it's really calm, soothing. You could enjoy this just by your bed, side of your bed. Then we continue holding down the button. Turns it off. We're gonna turn it back on. Just holding on the button. Right now, it stays solid one color, if you guys notice. But if you hold the button again, it goes into a cycle. It took about a couple minutes to actually start up, but once you get it started, you can feel it. Feels really nice and cold. Say you have somebody sick or has stuffy nose or dry nose, this is perfect. You put it by the bedside and they'll keep them sleeping very well, moisturizing their nostrils. And not only that, keeping everything nice and cool too. So I like this. This is a great option. Instead of having a fan, you can have this nice mist, keeping everything nice and cold. All right, let's take a look at the actual item itself. I'm trying to calibrate it where you guys can see it really good. The water of it, it's cold on the bottom of it, but look at the front, look top. It's steaming out blue. It's nice and fresh, keeping everything cold. Nice, little refreshing. So in case you don't have a fan, you could put cold water and it works. And if you could also put fragrance, it'll smell your house pretty nice and neat and keeps everything nice and humidifying levels. If you guys can see it, it's throwing out the blue on the top, the smoke. The water's on the bottom. And I like this. Look at that. Beautiful.
Here we have a lavender essential oil, which is really good for like the humidifiers to make it smell really strong with the, here we have lavender, so it smells like lavender a lot. I got it.
Oh yeah, I stole this.
So this makes my house smell really nice, and even when people come in that first door in front of here, they could smell it right away, and it's really strong. I hope you enjoyed the video.